Moo. Moo. Hi. Moo. I'm a bit of a stoned coward now. Same, hun. Hi. Hi there, Bova and Cody. Moo. Hi, Cody. Cosmic, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Penis indeed. Moo. Moo, moo, moo. Hi, Bash. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. So, okay, chat. I'm very excited about something. We got our first official, properly animated emotes, chat. I'm really happy with them. Minus kind of the twerking one, because there was a bit of an oversight on my... It still looks pretty good from here, actually. Looks fine. I was kind of nervous that the black shorts would blend in too much with the back of chat, but overall it seems pretty good. But I'm very happy with the properly animated emotes. They are looking really good so far. But yeah, no. Now I'm looking at it again. The twerking emote actually looks really good. Hi, Kuna. Hi, hi, hi. Oh yeah. Who's the artist for? They're called Dory. What's the best way I can? I don't have my phone. I don't have my phone on me. Shit. Here, I have their Discord page. Let me try and find a good link for their socials. They're called Dory. That's all I've got on the top of my head. Where's Dory? There's Dory. Okay. That's all I got. I got Dory. They don't have anything linked in their Discord. Sorry, chat. Oh, yeah, they're called Dory. They are a friend of Otter Pups. Otter Pups recommended me Dory. Dory's great so far. They don't have anything linked to their socials on Discord, so I can't give them a proper shout out. I have everything on my phone. My phone is on my bed. I don't feel like going to get it. Sorry. Moo, double goods. Oh, Moo! Hydrate. Show the goods. Show the goods. Damn. Orange out. Squeeze into a smaller chair. Okay, fine. Let me do the hydrate first. Yeah, I have some. Very hydrated. And then show the goods. So, chat, I'm a bit hairy tonight. I'm sorry. I like trying to shave before these kind of streams, but well, I get you probably can't really see it that much unless you have really good high definition television. I'm sorry, I'm a bit hairy, but that's okay, chat. I'm a hairy girl tonight. Moo. You think how squeezes into the smaller chair? How dare you? Curse you. I don't approve this. Let's just have the way. No. I'm also the team for the ass. Moo. I understand if not preference. It is bad to say I'm kind of in love with the hair. No, not at all. If you like the hair, that makes me feel much better. That's okay. That does like really help with my confidence. I don't like the hair, and I'm not like trying to shave it, but I am very lazy. I'm very busy. Like I just got off work, and I really wanted to hang out with everyone tonight. Eat. I want to eat for you. No. I have some Wendy's. I just want to talk and hang out and see what everyone's up to today. How's everyone surviving the heat? Are you surviving the heat? Have you died and passed out? Let me know. Post in the chat. I can tell you all about my day at work. Gotta run and continue my own stream, but I paused in order to from the ocean. Thank you, Lacuna. Thank you for coming to say hi. I really appreciate it. I hope your own stream is going well. I actually love breaking over the lines of it falls in male or female, and the hair is a really cute example of it. Ooh. I also kind of like that as well. I love a girl with a hairy pit myself. Not gonna lie. I've done this like 5 times this day. Nice. I forgot. I think I figured out about me joining in Power stuff thanks to some friends of mine. I think I might be able to join. Hell yeah, for now. It'll be really fun sometime. Hope you have a wonderful eat. Woo. Thank you, Kun. I really appreciate it. Also doing alright. Annoyed from the humanity. The humanity? What do you mean annoyed from the humanity? And the humanity of what? I mean, all about what humanity is making you frustrated, because humanity makes me frustrated all the time in my job. And I can't wait for you to stuff yourself, Kuna. It'd be fun. We get really, really bloated. Ultra Blade, hi, hon. How's my beautiful, most fair cow doing today? I'm doing okay. Okay. I did have to work, that's okay. But overall, work went fine. It wasn't too annoying. It wasn't too many bad customers. Hey, Highland cows are just hairy. It's kind of hot. Moose nuke. It's good. Thank you for the stream trick. The orange. I believe they may mean humidity. I'm gonna go jump myself off a cliff. in Minecraft. Yeah, it was probably humidity, wasn't it? Not humanity. Moon. Do you expect a cow to read English? You're expecting too much from me, chat. Moon. And I'm eating a pub burger from Wendy's. Triple patty. Fucking yummy as hell. It has a pretzel bun, whatever a pretzel bun is. But I fucking love it. No, I'm crying in Minecraft in real life. Me too. I love crying in Minecraft and in real life. Thank you. Hi, Polar. Did you see that? There we go. There's your burp truck. Moo. I'm a little high. It's hard to do burp checks for some reason. Because when I indulge, my senses get amplified like a shit ton. Everything feels a lot more crazy. It's all good, Cody. It's cute. You say that as if you're not already a brat. It's okay, hon. It's fun. Never gonna be stoned together. I want you to worship my belly. I want you to dedicate your whole life to my belly. I want my belly to be your new god. Boom. I want my belly to be your new goddess. I don't think that's a whole lot to ask, honestly. I think it's quite reasonable. I will. Do your method burps. Now let's do yours first, Cody Hun. By the time I'm done with you, you're gonna be a big, fat burp balloon. You're going to enjoy it. Also, hi, the bees. Hi. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you, hon. How are you doing? Hi, the bees. Hope you're doing well. It's really nice to see you. It really is. I've been missing you, honestly. Not gonna lie, I've been thinking about you. I'm so stuffed my munchies. Oh, you should smoke them more than eat them more. I think that's a good deal. Don't, but be careful. Do whatever is in your comfort zone. We should eat more. You should absolutely eat more, Cody. It has, and I'm balling. Hell yeah. They released Devok, and it confused me. Maybe in a hot way. How did the release of Devok confuse you? What did Devok do or not do? Why is it the worst game ever now? As I'm sure Canvas YouTube channels are going to call it. I'm gonna eat your face. Oh, that's cute. Now, are we talking all 5 of my chins as well, or... The release of it, and it consumed me. Hell yeah. Good, I'm glad it's consumed you.
Oh, there's so much.
Hell yeah. I'll get back into Devok. I love Devok so much. Let's see if I could place the time to play it. They have no time shot. You play Deadlock? I do play Deadlock with bees. Let's go. I love Deadlock so much. I don't play much, but I love Deadlock. Okay, 31. I have about 32. So we're about the same in terms of hours. Yeah. I want to get to 100. I really do. I'm bad. I'm not bad. I'm just busy. I'm super busy. I hate being busy. I don't hate having a job. I like having a job because it pays bills. I have financial security. I do not like it because it takes the rest of my life. Boom. But chat, the day something kind of funny happened. A friend of mine, a very nice friend of mine, made me and only me a fruit pizza. Which a fruit pizza is a sugar cookie with fruit on top of it and good frosting, hopefully. But she made me this fruit pizza, and she brought it to my work. Gave it to one of my bosses to give it to me. As you do, I guess. So my boss gave it to me, and it's a beautiful fruit pizza. Pretty big, pretty awesome, very yummy. It's a pretty good size too. I'm sitting here with it and like, I'm gonna eat this whole thing by the end of my work day. Ah! Oh my god. How do I Okay, not that one. I thought we fixed this already. I swear, we keep running into the same problem. Ah! Oh no, Chad's gone mad power. Oh no. Okay, so let me see if I put this back. What does that sound like? That's on cooldown. What does this sound? Okay, muting that one. I think it was during when I was trying to re-edit some stuff. Yeah, that's right now. Nothing?
No dick, no balls, and probably no butthole since this guy feeds on radiation.
Okay, there we go. Fixed it. I have stripped chat of their power. Or it got too out of control. Anyway, the end of my... I don't know if I got to the end of my story. But I ate a whole fucking dessert pizza to myself. By the end of the work, it was great. I ate a shit ton of dick time. That really helped me get through the workday, honestly. That dessert pizza. Moo. We need to serve 8 verb verbs at once. Sure, you do. I beg to differ. Moo. 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 But besides the fruit pizza thing, it's pretty boring today. Thankfully it was boring because it was pretty slow. So not many people showed up to give me their trash, which is really nice. No! Drake! Can you give me the 200 biddies, hon? Oh my goodness, thank you, thank you. How are you, Trig? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Did anyone catch Fear Rate's 500 follower special today? It was fantastic. That also helped me. All day at work, I listened to Fear Rate's stream, which was phenomenal. Very good stream. So thank you for the hydrate. Oh, peace. Thank you, thank you. Higher since I'm close to falling asleep. Well, I hope you get some good sleepy sleeps. I only spy for a bit. Didn't interact or anything. I got focused on video game. Hell yeah. Also, hi 3D Bob. Hi, hun, welcome in. What game were you playing? I don't remember. You're playing Sonic still, right? You still playing Sonic? Nope. It was back when. Yeah! Hell yeah! That game was my fucking shit trick. I hope you were enjoying it. I love the first one. I love the remake. Nope. I like the one that's a remake of. That's what I'm trying to say. I love the OG Pac-Man 2. Road 2. Fucking awesome game. I really want to pick up this new one so badly. The remake. I want to play it so badly. Is it good? I hope you're enjoying it. Duh. I mean, if you played the original. I have fun, even if the Sonic DLC is tough. Pac-Man Mode 2 has Sonic DLC? Is that what I'm hearing? Yes, bro, I thought so. I didn't think you had a PlayStation. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I really like the original. We played it. Me and my cousin played it so much that we killed the disc. It was great. Yeah, they did a Sonic DLC for Pac-Man birthday, and it's like you do level from Sonic, and you gotta fight Igwan. I gotta get this game ASAP. I'll get this game yesterday. The remake, from what I heard, especially the second, is very faithful to the original game, but also changing things like levels are longer. Hell yeah. Really, because the levels are already pretty fucking long, honestly, as far as I remember. And apparently 2 bosses got remade to be more close to their concept art. Ooh, but I think I saw that in the trailer. I remember thinking, that's weird. I remember that boss, but whatever. That might have been the concept art stuff. Hell yeah. I was thinking about picking up Pac-Man World 2 repacked and making it part of my birthday weekend. This upcoming weekend. But I decided to go with Peggle instead. I'm planning on playing Peggle 1, 2, in a mod called Dreams or Fever. Like a fever. It's part of my birthday weekend. Hi, Elba. Welcome in, hon. Excuse me. But also, hi, Draco. Draco got some milk, hon. Happy Vor Day, Draco. Who does the cow play in the bug? I play 7. Oh, I play 7 and Graves. And Silver. I think those are the main 3. Little Beeper. You didn't like the first Pac-Man game. No! Pac-Man World 1 and 3 suck. 2 it's Magma Opus. 2 is so fucking good. I tried 3 and 1, and they just are completely different fucking games. Unfortunately. 2 is where they hit their stride. How are you? This evening, sweet pie. Sweet pie. I'm only in for a few minutes. I wanted to come in and say hello. I am home. I'm glad to be off work. Overall, my day was okay. I feel pretty good. Work at Alba, hell yeah. What do you think of that twerk emote? I've lost 3 pounds. You need to gain 30. Just 30? I think you're missing a 0 there, hon. Let's go, butt. New buddy mode. Hell yeah. This one is a wonderful show. You'll find it funny, these have 2 eyes. When none, now we know she has 1 eye. Moo. Plot twist. Right, and night shoving on your ass trick. I thought the door reveal of my eye would make for a very good part of our 500 follower special. With the under my ass, I M. Night Shyamalan your ass. I M. Night Shyamalan your booty, Drake. Ooh. Ah, you see. Additional lore. When affected by love heart eyes, somehow she has 2. True. When I see Alba, it breaks all logic. I think my French ass just got hit with a stroke. of understanding. God, don't you hate how you get hit with a stroke of understanding, chat? I hate it. I hate understanding, chat. With a stroke of understanding. Oh, that's great. I love that. Going feral at your fit tonight, my dear. And holy shit, that drink looks so thirst quenching. It's pretty good. It's 7-Up lemonade. Oh no, 7-Up watermelon. 7-Up watermelon. Okay, moo, no you. You're gay. What about the tear and the fire? That's when I see the tears is when I see is when I don't have crab ragoons on my person. I do not have something to eat. That's I become so sad it defies logic. The angry eyes is me all the time. I'm constantly angry. Angry eyes is when I see an ad. That's the angry eye. That's when I see an ad. I get really pissed. What's the ad? I fume. When I had a crab ragoon and then someone took it. That's true. No, darling, you scream and whimper when ads happen. Let's be honest. Moo. Moo. Even AI ads. That's AI journal. Booth nuke. Very massive Mooth nuke. Me when it's hot, actually. That's what the burning emote is. It's not that I'm angry. It's that it's so hot that my hair's caught fire. And it started 2 flames. Just fuck the heat. Bye, Elba. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your dark. Moo moo moo. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
You're such a good cow.
Moo. Moo. Excuse you. I'm saving up the rest of my points for the submissive regime. Okay. Gidakudakan. How many do you have right now, Alba? How many points do you have saved up? Alright, that's some good progress. You get there in no time. Looks like it's a race. You got this ultra. Speaking EP. Speaking EP. Again EP. The more you're starting to get kind of EP. Which is fine. I wish I could say it for much longer. Should I just realize this music's probably not helping, like at all. This music is fucking calming and relaxing. I need something that will fucking get the fuck out of me. Mm. I don't know. Moo. So hi Zori, good evening Zori. Happy Vor Day, hun. Sorry I'm late. Happy to see you. No, you're not late at all, hun. We're just trying to figure out a way to stay awake. Well, for my work to say, first off, that's darn near a lullaby. If you're sleepy, let me know. You're also damn. I want to snuggle into you really while you doze off. Oh, yeah. Also, happy Wars giving, right? Ginger, greeting me with a party of one. Oh my goodness. Hi, hun. Hi. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid, hun. How did that not go off? Let me take a look here. Yeah, you're right. This is practically a lullaby. But now, I'm on the important quest of figuring out why the alert didn't happen. There we go. Perfect. I checked out Parsec because I saw the playtest was open. Honestly, I liked what I saw, right? It looks pretty good. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Zori. Oh, and you want to be bored, hon? Well, of course. I just gotta board my favorite sacrifice on Board Day of all days. How could I possibly deny you that, hon? I pick you up by the armpits and then bring you nice and close to my maw. And I open my mouth nice and slowly. And I shove you inside. Closing my mouth behind you, I swallow you whole. You slide down my tight, moist throat into the inner bowels of my belly. Oh. How did your stream go, Ginger? A bit bare bones, but that's to be a bit expected from a playtest. So true. I'm glad you're enjoying it so far. Squirms, you feel funny inside me, Zori. Oh, that sounds... timing was perfect. Moo. 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 Here's a video I can show you, maybe. True, we do need some more art of us. That'd be lovely, Zori. Oh, Discord. Here, I'll show you this.
There's no escaping chocolatey cocoa puff.
I've always thought there was something strange about Cocoa Puff commercials. Most kids' cereal commercials are pretty straightforward. There's a fun, wacky mascot character who wants a certain type of cereal and has to overcome some kind of obstacle to get it.
Hand over those delicious Lucky Charms! Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids!
It's pretty basic stuff. But the thing that's strange about Cocoa Puff commercials is that Sonny the Cuckoo Bird isn't trying to get the cereal, he's actively trying to avoid it.
How do I escape the great taste of Cocoa Puffs? You've got to keep Cocoa Puffs away from me!
If you think about it, Sonny is kind of a struggling addict who's desperately trying not to relapse, but fails every time and ends up destroying whatever building he's in and terrifying the people around him.
Can't control myself? I'm going Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs! Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs!
Cocoa Puffs are literally ruining his life, and I think it's kind of weird that that's how General Mills chose to advertise their cereal for children. But whatever. These are just silly 30-second kids commercials that are all essentially the same. There's no plot or world building. There couldn't possibly be any.
Hi, Gato. Hi.
Right? What if I told you that beneath the surface of these colorful cereal advertisements is one of the most dark and complex underlying narratives I have ever seen?
Just chilling with chat, watching some
A
stuff, I
hidden
guess.
story of addiction,
Showing off my
war,
belly.
betrayal, and a massive conspiracy about the world Sonny lives in that no one has discovered before today. I promise you that after this, you will never be able to watch a Cocoa Puff commercial the same way again. This is the Cocoa
It's
Puff
just like how
conspiracy.
Dad goes crazy over Orange's milk. So true. So true, Bash. Oh no, it's an ad. Well. I do like his ads though. I like Alex Bale's ads, honestly. They're kind of funny. Morgan.
This video is not sponsored by Cocoa Puffs or General Mills, and I am not trying to make any claims about the real-life Cocoa Puffs brand. I am just theorizing about fictional lore in commercials for fun and entertainment purposes. Please don't sue me, General Mills. Bye! The very first commercials for Cocoa Puffs aired in 1958 and originally featured 3 children instead of the iconic Cuckoo Bird as their mascot.
All aboard for the Cocoa Puffs train! Ding ding!
It wasn't until 1962 that Sonny made his first appearance as the bird who goes cuckoo whenever he sees Cocoa Puffs.
Watch out, because I'm Cocoa Puff, Cocoa Puff, Cocoa Puff!
This format was very successful, and Sonny has been the mascot for the brand ever since. Since then, he's gone through many redesigns, but the basic premise has always stayed the same. Sometimes he's joined by children, sometimes he's with his grandpa, but he always ends up going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, despite his best efforts to avoid them.
Up here, I won't go cuckoo for my favorite cereal. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs!
It wasn't until 2004 that Sonny got his most iconic redesign that he's still known for today. And it's these commercials that I'm going to be focusing on for this theory. The more modern Cocoa Puff commercials introduce us to the world that Sonny lives in, a society inhabited by intelligent talking.
Oh my goodness, such a lovely tummy. It is a very good tummy. Reminds me of the lesbian gluttony account.
They have their own bird cities, bird airports, bird
Lesbian
school systems. They even have
gluttony.
bird
That sounds very
food.
enticing.
Chocolatey puffs.
I'm glad you like my belly
The idea
huns.
that Cocoa Puff commercial birds need a military. Like, who are they fighting? Are there bird wars? And the entire bird world seems to run on Cocoa Puffs. All the grocery stores sell are Cocoa Puffs. If you go to the opera, they're singing about Cocoa Puffs.
This box right here!
Cocoa Puffs!
Even the media seems to be run by Cocoa Puffs.
Extra, new chocolatey vanilla Cocoa Puffs combo cereal!
So, obviously, this is a very difficult place for someone trying to beat a Cocoa Puff addiction. No matter what Sonny does or where he goes, he cannot avoid Cocoa Puffs. He tries to ask people for help, but all they want to do is talk about how great Cocoa Puffs are.
How do I escape the great taste of Cocoa Puffs? Why would you want to escape it? Cocoa Puffs are munchy. Crunchy. Stop it!
The only person willing to help him is Gramps, his trusted grandpa who's been with him since 1962.
It keeps Sonny from going cuckoo. I'm gonna hide Cocoa Puffs in this room. Gramps? I'm not hiding Cocoa Puffs. Cocoa Puffs? Don't go cuckoo on me, boy.
But even with his help, it's not enough. He tries to go to the store, or the opera, or in a plane, or a deserted island, but wherever he goes, Cocoa Puffs is already there.
Cocoa Puffs!
Sonny even
Forms
tries
Zori.
to dial up
Aw.
against Cocoa Puffs, but it doesn't work
That
because
was funny,
apparently they're
Zori.
too delicious.
I find you guilty.
But you love being inside my big belly,
Sonny is
huh?
a very tragic character because of just how much Cocoa Puffs are an inescapable, fundamental part of this world. But it isn't always like this. Occasionally, there are these weird outlier commercials that show a different side to this world, where we see these little moments where the bird citizens are just as afraid of Cocoa Puffs as Sonny is. The first time I noticed this was in a commercial for the new Cocoa Puffs chocolate and vanilla combo cereal.
Extra, extra new chocolatey vanilla Cocoa Puffs combo cereal.
It opens with a newspaper boy announcing the new cereal, but for the first time, people seem kind of disinterested in Cocoa Puffs and just walk past him. And then the commercial takes a very sudden turn.
When chocolatey and vanilla combine, there's no escape.
Two massive Cocoa Puffs in the sky crash into each other and begin raining down Cocoa Puffs all over the city. The people start screaming and running for their lives as the entire city is consumed by chocolate and vanilla. Don't go cuckoo! Don't go cuckoo! But after Sonny goes cuckoo, we cut back and see that everyone is now enjoying the cereal.
New chocolatey and vanilla Cocoa Puffs combos, part of this good breakfast.
Now in bowls everywhere.
Something has changed. This is not a world where everyone has always loved Cocoa Puffs. I
Yeah,
think
bite,
that this is a world
smooch,
that has been
lick,
taken over
hug,
by
rope,
Cocoa
kiss,
Puffs.
and rub
And if you
that
don't believe
big
me,
beautiful
we
belly.
get much more explicit
Moo.
confirmation of this in the commercial for the
Okay, that
new
reminds me.
chocolate
How are you
Puffs.
doing, Orange?
I've kind of been holding off on showing this one
It
because
did help, Ginger. It did help.
it is
Thank you,
honestly
thank you.
the most insane commercial I have ever
Digested.
seen in my
Oof, I
entire
feel so
life.
much
Like,
fatter now,
you are not
Zori.
prepared for what I am about to show you. This commercial takes place inside of the Bird military headquarters.
You made
where
me so
Sonny,
much more
as a
fatter,
Cocoa Puffs
Zori.
expert, discusses the dangers of this new
Ginger, I'm doing
Cocoa Puffs
well.
that's exploding in
I'm
people's
feeling
homes.
better.
I'm warning you, it's more chocolatey. What do you mean more chocolatey? Yeah.
Moo. Moo.
Even more chocolatey than that.
And the military birds look terrified of this and are treating it like a major threat.
Extra chocolatey puffs. Who wants to write more chocolatey? Just how chocolatey is it?
And what happens next is... I can't even describe it to you. You just have to kind of see it for yourself.
Even more chocolatey than that. Just how chocolatey is it? Cocoa Puffs. Extra chocolate. Go bury all the puffs. Go for Cocoa Puffs.
Sonny reveals he secretly brought a box of the explosive Cocoa Puffs into the meeting with him, essentially a bomb that he launches at the military, basically committing Cocoa Puffs domestic terrorism and flooding the entire room with chocolate. And afterwards, we see the main military guy again, except now he seems to be supporting the cereal,
Limited time only.
and even his military stars have been replaced with Cocoa Puffs. Sonny has essentially performed a coup and used Cocoa Puffs to take over the
Yeah, by the way,
military. These
that's
commercials
not
are not about trying to sell cereal
your
to kids.
cell,
They're
the
about
hotness
hostile takeover
of you
the
showing
bird world from
off
within.
your belly
But
thigh with
why
having
is
an
Sonny
audience
doing
of people who were
this? I
just
thought he was
so
just some
eager
guy trying to
to
escape
see.
his addiction.
So true.
Cocoa Puffs away from me.
Why is he suddenly
That
a
is very
sleeper
hot.
agent working for Cocoa Puffs in this commercial?
Mm.
And who is really behind this takeover? So, at this point, you might be thinking that these are all just a bunch of random, incoherent, one-off commercials with no continuity or logic behind the things happening. You know, they're just a bunch
Hi,
of
RJ.
wacky, random skits made to sell cereal to kids, and we shouldn't really try to understand them. And you'd probably be right until they released a single commercial that fundamentally changed everything we thought we knew about this world. In fact, this commercial gives us so much new evidence that it is the entire reason I decided to make this theory. Let's take a look.
Cocoa Puffs experiment. How long does it take Sunny to go cuckoo for?
Cocoa Puffs?
Immediately, this commercial looks and feels very different than the others. Instead of a bird city, we're inside of a very advanced looking laboratory where Sunny is apparently being experimented on with Cocoa Puffs.
Begin countdown now.
So chocolatey! I'm Cocoa Puffs! Cocoa Puffs!
As expected, Sunny goes cuckoo and destroys the lab, but in the final moments of the commercial, we pull back to see who's really running the show. Humans. Humans are the ones behind this experiment. This world that we thought was only inhabited by intelligent bird people also
I would
has
make out with
humans in it.
beautiful
And now, with
Cyclops
this context,
cow.
we can
I mean, what?
finally start to put
Moo.
all the pieces together.
They're so sweet. Cyclops. Yeah, I only have one eye.
So here is my theory.
Moo.
This is a world where advanced intelligent humans and bird people separately coexist as global
Yes, I am
superpowers.
JT.
So humans are
Yeah,
the ones
hi,
who
JT, how's it
created
going?
The Cocoa Puffs. I think we can assume this because we can see humans
I hope
are
you're
running
having a good
lab
day
that's
today,
actually making and testing
JT.
Cocoa Puffs. We can even see the chemical structure for Cocoa Puffs on the monitor. So that means that humans are responsible for giving Cocoa Puffs to bird society. And clearly their intentions are far beyond just diplomatic trade. Remember what they were testing for.
How long does it take Sunny to go cuckoo for?
Cocoa Puffs?
How long does it take Sunny to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? They are specifically testing how addictive the cereal is. Meaning humans are intentionally trying to create the most addictive product they can. In the world of these commercials, Cocoa Puffs are not
I had a
just
pretty
a
alright
delicious
day.
breakfast item.
Hell
They
yeah.
are a weapon created by
You
humans to
streamed
brainwash and
today,
control an enemy nation's population.
which is very
the,
cool.
The fictional in-universe cereal is what I
Hi,
mean, not the real life Cocoa
Kudo.
Puffs. Please don't sue me, General Mills. We are witnessing an interspecies war between humans and birds, where humans are launching giant.
You know
Cocoa
what I
Puffs at the
mean,
cities and planting
fat-
sleeper agents inside
fat
of the
boy.
military.
Though,
Why is this
welcome.
inside of a cereal commercial?
Can you show
So,
me
these
how it
commercials
is
are
to be
telling the
normal
story
over
of
these
this global
parts?
Cocoa Puffs war,
How does people
but I
chat
think they're
without
telling it
looking
out of
like
order,
they're
and this lab commercial is at the start
incomplexly
of
bubbling
the timeline,
ordinary?
showing us
They
the
can't.
creation of Cocoa
It's part of the
Puffs.
it's part of the fun.
Humans use Sunny as a guinea
That's
pig
the only
to
way
create
chat
this
knows how to speak.
extremely addictive cereal, and they even made him the mascot on the box to help sell it to other birds. But why would Sunny go along with this? Well, he doesn't exactly have a choice. Like everyone else, he's just a victim being controlled by the addictive, brainwashing properties of Cocoa Puffs. All they have to do to activate
Watching
the program
a
is
video
just
about
say
Cocoa Puffs,
three
Badass?
trigger
I
words.
am. We
Crunchy,
are.
crunchy,
We are
chocolatey.
watching
Here
Cocoa
goes.
Puffs.
Cuckoo for Cocoa
It's
Puffs.
a
He is the
theory
human's
video
perfect sleeper
on
agent.
Cocoa
And
Puffs.
believe it or not, this is all actually
Moo.
been foreshadowed since the very first Cocoa Puff commercials. Remember how I said the original 1958 commercials only featured children instead of a bird?
Moo, moo,
Well,
moo, moo,
that
moo.
wasn't entirely true.
All aboard for the Cocoa Puffs train.
In the kid's home, we can see a cage holding a bird. From the very start, Sunny has always been a prisoner to humans. And even the 70s commercials show us that it was humans who first got Sunny addicted.
Cocoa Puffs, chocolate tasting Cocoa Puffs, munchy, crunchy, chocolatey. Cocoa Puffs, yahoo!
And if you're still not convinced that this is an intentional hidden narrative inside of these commercials, then let me ask you this. Why did they choose to make the mascot of their cereal a cuckoo bird? Sure, it's partially because cuckoo sounds like cuckoo, but I think there's a deeper reason. What are cuckoo birds? They're brood parasites. Instead of raising their young, they secretly lay their eggs into the nest of other bird species, and once the baby cuckoo hatches, they proceed to kill the other birds and take over the nest from within.
The cuckoo chick instinctively pushes out any other eggs in the nest.
That's
They
fucked
are
up.
literally the sleeper agents of birds. This is exactly
Imagine
what's happening in
being
these
born and your
commercials.
first
Humans
instinct is
secretly
kill.
inserted Sunny into bird society, and he took it over
Kinda badass.
from within, just like a cuckoo bird. And the humans didn't just randomly
hash
insert
first.
Sunny into any old nest. Take a look at the commercial where we see Sunny's grandpa's house.
Keep Shelly from going cuckoo. I'm gonna like Cocoa Puffs.
Bye, Dory.
They're in a hallway full of what I assume are family photos. And if you look closely, you can see a
You know, I am
picture of
eating
a
Wendy's.
military bird. The humans
I
inserted
bought some
Sunny
Wendy's.
into a
I'm
family
eating
with a
Wendy's.
high-ranking military officer, which
Moo.
allowed Sunny to use that connection to get into the military
I'm
headquarters.
having some
and
Wendy's
perform
uprise
the
now.
And it worked. Everyone hit by Cocoa Puffs instantly loves them. They own the military, their entire economy and legal system runs on Cocoa Puffs. Humans have essentially colonized and taken over all of bird society. They won.
Good for us.
So, now that the war is over, I guess the next question is, what happens to Sunny? Well, he's not a prisoner anymore. He's free to live a normal life in a world controlled by humans and eat all the Cocoa Puffs he wants. Except now, unlike all the birds around him, he desperately doesn't want Cocoa Puffs.
You've got to keep Cocoa Puffs away from me. How do I escape the great taste of Cocoa Puffs?
But why? Because more than anyone else, Sunny knows the truth about this world. He knows all the
Got him.
horrible
Got
things
him.
humans have done to bird society. The horrible things he has done to betray his country. So, of course, he would try and
Good.
reject Cocoa
I
Puffs.
hope everyone in
The
chat's getting
world he lives
hungry.
in literally runs on
Wants to
cereal.
eat with
No
me.
matter where he
I'd be
goes,
really
he
cute if
can't
y'all
escape
want to eat
his
with me.
addiction. Remember, he even tried to file a restraining order against Cocoa Puffs in a
And even if
court
you've
of
already
law, but
eaten
the
something, you
judge
should eat
refused
something.
to-
You should eat more.
Wait a second. Why is the judge Sunny's grandpa?
Cocoa Court now in session. Find you guilty of being delicious. Sonny, this is a fancy restaurant.
That is clearly Sunny's grandpa. Even his nameplate says Judge Gramps. Wouldn't that be like a major conflict of interest? Like, you can't just be a judge for your own family member's court case, right? And even if we ignore that, isn't Sunny's grandpa supposed to be the one character who's actually on his side?
Keep Shelly from going cuckoo. I'm gonna like Cocoa Puffs in this room. Cocoa Puffs? Don't go cuckoo on me, boy.
Why does he rule against Sunny when he's the only one who's been trying to help him beat his addiction? Maybe we need to take a closer look
Move,
at
nuke.
Sunny's grandpa. In one of the commercials, we see Gramps trying to help Sunny by hiding the Cocoa Puffs.
I'm gonna like Cocoa Puffs in this room.
Moo. That's so kind of you to say. I would make a better Wendy's mascot.
Immediately after, he says this.
Cowies.
Don't open that door.
I would rebrand the Cowies.
Crunchy chocolatey Cocoa Puffs in there.
Look at him. He's clearly trying to tempt Sunny into getting the Cocoa Puffs. He even uses Sunny's exact trigger words and has a nefarious smile.
Someone draw me as Wendy's mascot.
Gramps doesn't
Someone draw
want
me
Sunny
as
his addiction. He just
Wendy
wants Sunny
from
to
Wendy's.
think that he's on his side, but in reality,
I'm gonna do that.
Gramps is manipulating him. But why?
We need that. We need to order that.
Sunny's grandpa
No.
is working for the humans. Sunny is the mascot for Cocoa
No.
Puffs, and if humans are going to continue to use Cocoa Puffs to control bird society, then they can't have the mascot on the box actively trying to avoid and discredit the cereal.
You've got to keep Cocoa Puffs away from me. It turns everything chocolatey, and they make me go cuckoo.
So, they use someone close and trusted to Sunny, like his grandpa, to manipulate him into never breaking free of his addiction.
Well, they're munchy and crunchy. Oh, I'm Cocoa Puffs.
Just look at Gramps' life. He's got a big house, he eats at fancy restaurants, and he's a powerful judge who can seemingly break whatever rules he wants. Gramps is thriving in this human-controlled bird society, and I think it's because he made a deal with the humans to betray his own grandson. And once again, Gramps profiting off of Sunny has been foreshadowed since the very first commercials.
Oil? We're rich. How you gonna get it up, Gramps? Sonny can't resist Cocoa Puffs. Here, Sonny. Yahoo!
Gramps, Sunny's only parental figure, has always been working against him. But that brings up something else that I've always wondered about. Why is Gramps Sunny's only parental figure? Where are Sunny's parents? Like, even if Sunny was a brood parasite
Hydrate.
into this family, he'd still have
Drowning the
parents
hydration.
or grandparents, right? It feels like someone's missing. This may seem like a pointless question to ask for how little backstory we're given about these characters, but there is actually a single
yes,
in
draw me as
hidden
Wendy's, but I'm
in one of these
busting out of
commercials
her
that
outfit.
unlocks
That would be
one
cute.
final damning part to this theory. Remember those family
Really
photos
not
that
to me
had the
at all.
military guy in them? If you look closely, the hallway is full of different bird people, all with boxes of Cocoa Puffs, except for one photo that shows a female bird all by
Thank
herself.
you
And
for the
it's
hydration,
the only
John.
photo with no Cocoa Puffs. It's a really weird detail to include, but what's even stranger is that when Sunny is about to open the door to release the Cocoa Puffs, the photo changes to show the woman is afraid for Sunny. Sure, maybe this was just supposed to be a cartoony way to emphasize the danger, but then why is she the only photo that changes? The birds in the photo right next to her are completely indifferent to Sunny's struggle. This feels like the animators are intentionally trying to tell us something about specifically this female bird that we've never seen before. And trust me, I've checked. She doesn't show up in the background of any of the other commercials. So here is the final part of my theory. I think this is Sunny's mother. Maybe his real mother, or maybe his adopted mother from the whole brood parasite thing. Just like Sunny, she was clearly aware of the dangers of Cocoa Puffs and wanted to avoid them. But unlike everyone else, why don't we see her in any of these commercials? I think it's because she tried to protect her son from the dangers of Cocoa Puffs, and the humans who needed Sunny for their plans murdered her because of it. These Cocoa Puff commercials are not just a bunch of funny little cartoons designed to sell cereal to kids. They are a complex, interconnected story about the horrors of war, addiction, family betrayal, and murder. And if after all of this, you still have the fucking balls to leave a comment saying, "Oh, Alex, I think they're just cereal commercials, you're overthinking this," then let me ask you this. Why did they decide to make the characters in these commercials birds? Birds can't eat chocolate. Chocolate is poisonous to birds. The entire bird world is slowly being poisoned by Cocoa Puffs so that humans are the only dominant species on this planet. Or maybe they're just cereal commercials, I don't know. Hello!
No, not at all.
I got a lot more of these stupid, very in-depth, over-the-top...
Not what you want. Sorry we don't see all your messages.
So subscribe to catch those. Or
I try.
the theories I've already made, because there's some good ones in there. I'd like to give a shout-out to Mr. Nightmind. He recently made a nearly 3-hour-long deep dive into my ARG web series Don't Feed the Muse, which is also connected to Happy Meat Farms and a bunch of other channels across the internet. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, or even what an ARG is, then I'd highly recommend watching his video. It makes my massive, complicated puzzle project much more accessible and easy to follow, and he even does his own fan theory about what it all means.
What if I told you Alex Bale has been playing 4D?
That's the trolling word. Nah. I like reading them. I'm bad at reading, but I like reading them. Sometimes I won't read them. Sometimes I won't. Hmm. Hmm.
Hi there! Blue's Clues is an educational children's TV show about a man named Steve who lives in a magical world where he spends his day talking to inanimate objects, jumping through picture frames, and trying to find clues to help understand his magical blue dog. Law & Order is a gritty, realistic police procedural / legal drama that involves New York City homicide detectives trying to solve murders and prosecute criminals. These two shows are very different.
They get modded.
Two shows more
I don't know
polar
why.
opposite than Blue's Clues and Law and Order. And yet, despite this, not only do I believe that these two shows exist in the same universe, but I'm also going to be proving that the entire Blue's Clues show is actually just a fantasy inside of the mind of a single Law and Order side character. Yes, I am being serious. I know that sounds crazy, but just stick with me, because I'm pretty sure that I have discovered a 29-year-old secret that has never been talked about before today. Get ready, because this is the Blue's Clues Law & Order Theory. By far, the most common type of fan theory
I like
is
Law and Order.
the dream theory.
I
The
watched
idea that
Law and
everything
Order when I was a
happening in
very
the story
fucking
is
young
actually
child.
all just inside of a character's
And my
head,
grandparents
whether
would have it
they're stuck in a
on.
coma, or they're
You know, just
dreaming,
casually
or
watch Law and
hallucinating,
Order.
or they're actually dead.
Not knowing what the
Pretty much
fuck
every
is going
person
on, but I
media
like the
has some
vibes.
kind of dream theory. And it's sort of the lazy, low-hanging fruit of fan theories.
I love the
You
vibe
can
of
just apply it
the
to
Whole and
literally
Order.
anything, and usually there's
Whatever
never
that means.
actually any evidence besides, whoa, this show is so crazy and unrealistic, that must mean it's a dream! Ah! And surprisingly, the show that seems to have the most of these types of fan theories is Blue's Clues. You got Steve is actually schizophrenic.
We
Steve is
say
actually in a
video
mental
games.
asylum. Steve is actually a drug addict. Steve is actually in prison. Steve is actually a murderer who killed his parents. Oh my god. Even I
We
made
play
up
video
many
games
of
sometimes.
these theories back in 2017.
So yeah, it's a pretty basic, normal kid show.
Steve, a 30-year-old schizophrenic who killed his parents, pretends to be a kid. You know, that was before I dedicated my life to making fan theories about kid shows. And look, I understand the appeal of these types of theories. It's fun to
And
take something
I don't
innocent from your childhood and give it a dark
forget
and
that.
plot twist. That's kind of literally my job right now. But why are there so many of these theories about specifically Blue's Clues? Well, I think it's because everything about this show has always felt fake. Steve is the only real person in this world. He looks like a young adult, but he acts like a child. And he lives alone in a house where he spends his day jumping into picture frames or talking to unseen voices or inanimate objects. It just kind of
Talking to
sounds like
unseen
I'm
voices,
describing someone who
I could
lives
not
and
relate
breathes
to
in
that
some
at
kind
all.
of false reality. Even the way Steve moves around is
I love
strange.
video
He
games.
never actually leaves the room. He just kind of pretends to walk in place while this fantasy world moves around.
That is
him.
true. Chad does that a lot. Chad loves to help me
Obviously, that was more of a film
remember the save.
limitation, but it still adds to this feeling of
That's very
fakeness.
kind.
But other than these surface level weird vibes the show gives off, there's never actually been any strong
There's also the
evidence
burp
to
counter.
prove one of these theories. And
With,
believe
I
me,
think,
I
only
and
me
others have
and
looked.
one
It has been
one
20
guy
years since this show
remembered
first came out.
to
You know, you'd
update.
think if
It's
there was
been
actually
being
something
updated more
peek
often.
on here, we would have found it by now. But
I don't think it's been updated at all this stream.
we've all been looking.
But more and more, it's been updated more recently.
So, the other day, I stumbled upon
More
an
accurately.
interesting piece of Blue's Clues trivia. A year after Steve Burns filmed the Blue's
If you do
Clues,
exclamation mark
he had
burp,
a small role in an
when I burp,
episode of
it'll
Law
count my
and
burp.
Order. And I thought the idea of seeing Steve from Blue's Clues in a gritty, realistic cop show was kind of funny, so I decided to track down the 1995 episode titled Cruel and Unusual. Just a heads up, this episode deals with some pretty serious subject matter, so please proceed with caution.
Oh, it's supposed to be the vibe I liked
In
when I was
this
a child.
episode, Steve Burns plays a kid with autism named Kevin Jeffries.
Good morning, how are you? Great. What time is it? 10:15. No, it's 10:18.
We learn that Kevin has trouble communicating with others and often harms himself. So his parents sent him to live in a children's behavioral clinic.
No.
Just what was the behavioral clinic doing for him?
When Kevin was 10, he started to hurt himself.
We didn't know what to do. We couldn't keep Kevin here. We had to send him away.
We later find out that the doctors at this clinic were horribly mistreating him by giving him intense electroshock therapy and forcing him to wear a sensory deprivation helmet for days.
He kept Kathy in this helmet for 3 straight days. This helmet
Fuck.
cut off the blood supply to our daughter's brain.
The episode starts with Kevin after he's escaped
That's
from
fucked
the
up.
facility, but tragically he gets arrested and later succumbs to the injury sustained from his abuse and dies.
I don't know, Mike. I think the kid's dead.
And the rest of the episode follows the detectives investigating his death. So yeah, this is a very sad and serious episode, and it deals with some real systemic issues that are still a problem today. And like I was saying, this show is clearly very, very different than Blue's Clues.
Nah, it's pretty much the same
I
thing.
thought this was an interesting coincidence, but at the end of the day, that's kind of all it was. Like,
It's all connected.
obviously, just because the same actor shows up in 2 different shows doesn't mean they're actually connected. But then, I took a closer look at this episode, and I started to notice more and more weird similarities between Kevin and Steve. At first, it just started with some little things. We are told by Kevin's parents that he was learning to draw.
Thanks to him, Kevin was learning to draw.
And in every
Iggy,
episode,
hi Iggy.
Steve draws in his handy-dandy notebook.
Hello for bees. Sorry, is your birth trick?
Let's draw a rectangle, and there. Cheese.
Okay, but so what? Lots of kids like to draw. But we
Sorry.
are also told
Pretty
when
weak
Kevin
burps.
harmed himself,
Oh, here, the hydrate will help.
chair.
We put them in a chair, and then we hold them there using soft cuffs.
And in every episode of Blue's Clues, Steve spends a lot of time in his thinking chair.
We're ready to sit in our
There we go, that's something.
in our thinking chair. Let's think.
And then, when Kevin escaped the facility, he kept asking people what time.
How you doing,
it was.
Iggy?
10:15.
Moo.
How you doing today, huh?
What time?
Now,
Ooh, also
it's
did the
common for some
poke
people
work?
with
Where's the
autism
poke
to
at?
rely on specific schedules or
Sorry, I
routines,
need to see what the
but
poke is.
What time it is also really important in Blue's Clues.
What time is it?
What time is it now?
Steve has a cleanup.
I don't even
time,
think you see the poke.
a nap time.
It's Blue's
Hmm.
Now it's time for so long. There's a talking clock, and most of all,
Where
every
would it
day,
be?
Steve has mail time.
Me.
The mail's here.
So yeah, there's some weird
See
similarities
here.
here, but
Moo.
nothing actually concrete. I didn't really start to take
Hmm.
any of this seriously until I realized. After Kevin escaped, we are told that he went to a movie theater. And guess what he did in the theater?
Movie started at 10. He was out of here by 10 after.
See
Got out of
here.
his seat, walked into the screen.
Kevin got out of his seat and tried to walk into the screen. Doesn't that sound exactly like Steve Bluska doing into a
Hey.
Blues-ka-doo, we can too.
Who's could
Got
do?
out of his seat, walked into the screen.
This kind of feels like more than a coincidence. So this is
Who's
what I
could do?
first
We
started
can't
to
do?
consider. Is it really possible that Kevin Jeffries from Law & Order is the real Steve,
Moo.
and Blue's Clues is all a fantasy he created to escape his abusive reality? Okay, I know you're not convinced yet, and to be honest, neither was I, but don't worry, we are just getting started. Kevin's behavioral clinic is in New York City, and the one-time characters actually leave the Blue's Clues fantasy world and go to the real world, they end up in
On work.
Blue's Clues in
There
New
we
York
go.
City. This is epic.
Also, in the very
This
first
is
episode of Blue's
epic.
Clues,
No,
you can see a
why did
notice
he say
of
epic?
The New York Times inside
No,
Steve's house,
don't say epic.
strongly implying that's actually where he lives.
Okay, there we can at least see the
Also,
belt. We
you
can see the
find
finger
Blue's
now.
Clues in Kevin's life. In Kevin's parents' house, we see a very large salt and pepper shaker, just like Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper.
Hi, Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper.
Hello, Steve.
Hello, Steve.
And in the clinic, we can see a red bucket, just like Steve's friend, Pale.
Hello, Pale.
Hi, Steve.
Also, when Steve left the show to go to college, he left on a blue
Moo.
bus. And when Kevin escaped the clinic, in his pocket
Now.
he had a schedule for the
He's a
Greyhound,
bully. Oak.
Amtrak schedule, Greyhound schedules.
which is also a blue bus.
Alright, those are some more interesting connections, but you're probably still not completely
Uh.
sold yet, right? Well, check this out.
Frustrating.
When Steve eventually left the show to go to college, he was replaced by his younger brother Joe,
Oh, hi. It's me, Steve's brother Joe.
Okay.
and later Joe got
Moo.
replaced by
Sorry
their
about
cousin,
that.
Josh.
Hi, it's me, Josh.
And not only
What are the cow? What are the cow
also
pronouns
the
these
younger
days?
brother,
Did
but
they
at the
change
clinic,
since I was
there is
last
a
here?
nurse
My
named
pronouns
Joe.
are they, them. Oh, my pronouns are I'm gender fluid, so I will accept any pronouns. My preferred ones are they, them, and it's.
At the amended complaint.
But for the most part, you can use any pronouns you like, and I will not be upset about it.
Kevin is taking
I
aspects
prefer
from his
they,
real
them,
life, like
it's.
objects or the names of the people working at the
Moo.
clinic, and applying them
But
to
thank you
his
for asking.
fantasy.
Thank you for asking those,
Also,
please.
this one is less impressive, but the name Kevin is also the name of the Blues Clues UK host.
Hello out there. It's me, Kevin.
Also, check this out.
I'm
Kevin's behavioral clinic
Moo.
has
I'm
the
at
same
a
initials
pool party,
as
so I am
Blues
not
Clues.
technically here. I wanted to at
That
least
one's also
hop
not
in
very
and say
impressive,
hi.
I know.
But wait.
Keep
If
my
this
streak
theory
going for a
is
stream.
true,
Hope you're having
all
a
this
fun
is
though.
just inside of Kevin's head.
I am having fun, Iggy. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I hope your pool party's going well.
Hi, come on in. Hi.
That sounds like a
Hi. Come on.
sounds like a lot of fun,
At first,
Iggy. I
I
hope you're
thought
having a
maybe
great
Joe
time.
and Josh could actually just be from
Moo.
two different kids who took Kevin's spot in the clinic after he died. But the clinic gets shut down at the end of the episode.
You made them close the clinic.
So they would all have to be from Kevin. But why? Well, we're told that Kevin has tried to escape from the clinic before.
We called the police
Oh.
as soon as the clinic told us that Kevin ran away. He's done
I don't. Shit.
So what if every time a host leaves Blue's Clues?
Well, you've extended the timer. I was going to, yeah, this chair. Sorry, Ginger. You reset the timer, though, for this smallest chair. Because I was going to switch back to my regular chair, but I'm currently in my smaller chair.
So there is a
So, unfortunately, it doesn't do anything different, but it forces me to be stuck in this smaller chair.
Kind of feels like we're missing something.
I have two chairs. I have my big chair, which is perfect for 600 pounds and smaller. And this chair, which is good for like 400 pounds and smaller.
As far as I can tell, there's nothing similar to that in this
So
episode.
technically,
Well,
I'd still
I think
fit,
to answer
but my
this,
butt is being
take
suffocated.
a closer look at
So
what
thanks a
Blue's
lot for that,
Clues
Ginger.
actually is.
Moo. Go ahead. Everyone
At the beginning of the Law
so
and Order
broke
episode, Kevin's
that
doctor
Cal's
explained
gonna
to the
do
detectives
the
why
teasing
Kevin harmed himself.
by yourself.
Pretty common with someone who's
True.
children. It's frustration because of their inability to communicate.
It's Orange. How are you doing? How is the stream for the big cow? Flash boy, hi, Flash boy. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're eating some food. We're watching some series. We're just vibing. We're just chilling. How are you doing? How are you doing, Flash boy?
Interesting when we take a look at what Blue's Clues
Or is it them?
actually is.
Them would be great. I would love them.
Great idea.
Themselves. Hell yeah. Perfect.
What story Blue wants us to tell.
Saw your tummy. He's so big. Moo, you think my tummy's big? Oh, thank you, hon. I'm so glad you think my tummy's big.
Entire premise of the show.
Still so big, massive cow. Still hungry, still eating. Still gaining cow, exactly.
With others.
Okay, but where did the idea for a
Hydrate
dog
with the
come
hydration.
from? Like I said, I couldn't find any references to dogs in this episode. The closest visual was this vaguely blue drawing in Kevin's room that I can't really make out, or this teddy bear that kind of had a similar pattern to Blue, but nothing really concrete, which is weird because Blue is such a major part of this fantasy. But then, I realized it doesn't matter if we can't find a direct connection, because in Blue's Clues, Steve didn't actually adopt Blue. In a flashback episode of Blue's Clues, we learned that when Steve was younger, he read a book about a blue dog.
It's a book about a puppy.
Which caused Blue to magically come to life. And I think this is also probably what happened with Kevin. We see that the children's behavioral is full of what we can reasonably assume are children's books. Maybe there's a book in here that also gave Kevin the idea for a blue dog, just like Steve. In fact, this idea of a children's book giving Kevin ideas for his fantasy is exactly what we see. Every single episode of Blue's Clues starts with a stack of children's books in the real world, before going inside of a book called Blue's Clues where the episode takes place. The show literally tells us every episode that Steve's world is fake and comes from a book. And I think this real world full of children's books is actually the Law & Order Behavioral Clinic. And if this is true, that also means that there's probably a book literally called Blue's Clues in the clinic that Kevin is basing his fantasy off of. So even if we never see a blue dog or even hear the name Steve in this Law & Order episode, Kevin still could have gotten all of those ideas from an existing Blue's Clues book in the
Hey Juan, hi, welcome in.
really fit with this idea.
How's it going, Juan? You're doing well.
Hi, Steve. Have I got a letter for you?
Sure, maybe the talking purple mailbox was just something from the book.
I'm gonna do this from Lacuna. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. No, I'm a bit excited on that. Hell yeah. Hope that goes well for you, Touch Boy.
This is where we play with our blood.
Laguna's a great time. It's so much fun. It's really good. You're such a good boy. Drooling all over my belly, Ginger. You're so cute when you mindlessly drool.
And similarities between this episode and this show. It just really feels like Blue's Clues is all a fantasy inside of Kevin Jeffries' head. But at this point, you're probably wondering, could any of this actually be intentional? Like, if this theory is true, does that mean that the entire plot of Blue's Clues was actually secretly based on this one random episode of Law & Order? I'll admit, that seems unlikely, especially since this episode came out a year after the Blue's Clues pilot was filmed. I think it's a lot more likely that if this was intentional, then it was probably just the Law & Order creators deciding to secretly connect these two shows on their own. Maybe just because they thought it would be funny, I don't know. Or maybe it's some weird mixture of both. Because even years after this episode came out, Blue's Clues does still seem to weirdly line up with it. I honestly don't know. And to be fair, this could all still just be a bunch of weird coincidences and that's it. But regardless of the creator's intent, it still works, you know? And it makes talking about Blue's Clues a lot more interesting. And at the end of the day, I think that's kind of the point of all of these edgy Blue's Clues fan theories. And this was originally where I planned on ending this video. But there was still one lingering question that was bothering me. If Blue's Clues really is just inside of Kevin Jeffries' head, then what about when Kevin died at the beginning of the episode? I mean, I guess we can just say that the entire Blue's Clues timeline takes place before Kevin's death, and if the show ever gets canceled, then we can just say that that is when Kevin died and the fantasy ended. But what if I told you we've already seen Kevin's death inside of Blue's Clues? So,
no.
I recently watched the
Never.
new Blue's Clues movie from 2022 called Blue's Big City Adventure. And not only did I find even more similarities between this movie and the show, but I believe that this movie is showing us the day that Kevin died and the true end of the Blue's Clues timeline.
Dun
So,
dun.
this movie is about Josh, the newest host of Blue's Clues, going on a big adventure to audition for a Broadway musical in New York City.
Blue, we are definitely not in storybook world anymore.
It's kind of what you'd expect out of a modern-day Blue's Clues movie. He goes on a journey to the real world and gets lost. There's lots of wacky hijinks, but in the end, he finds his way and gets the part.
We want you to be the star of our Broadway show. Yes, of course. Yes.
But if you watch this movie with this theory in mind, so many things take on a whole new meaning. The first thing that immediately caught me off guard
Thank you, John, for the
was
hydration.
opening song. This song is about starting the day, and Josh keeps saying, "Good morning."
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Blue.
And literally, the first thing we hear Kevin Jeffries say is, "Good morning."
So is Donovan. Good morning, how are you?
Despite it clearly being night, we also hear this line in Josh's song.
This life is just like a beautiful dream.
This life is just like a beautiful dream. Interesting. And while Josh sings,
Interesting,
other characters keep telling him to wake up.
Wake up. Wake up.
It's a brand new day.
Right away, this movie feels different. Like it's trying to draw attention to the fact that this world is just Kevin's fantasy and it's time for him to leave it. Josh leaves his fantasy world to go to the audition in New York, just like how Kevin escapes the clinic at the start of the episode. And just like Kevin, Josh immediately seems very disoriented by the outside world. Until, of course, his fantasy starts to take over to protect him from reality. But what's interesting about this movie is that for the very first time ever, we get these little glimpses of Blue's Clues from other people's perspectives.
Don't you think so, Madam Mustard? Mr. Schultz! Mrs. Pepper! Am I glad to see you? Oh my God!
Like I said, this movie feels different. We learn that Josh's audition is at 3 o'clock.
That's
and the
crazy.
whole movie is just him trying to find the audition before time runs out.
It's almost time for my audition. Oh my gosh. We don't have much time, Blue.
Could this be
Guys,
why Kevin kept asking people
bully
what
him.
time it was?
What time is it? What time? What time?
Josh also doesn't know where his audition is. All he knows is that it's in a theater.
I love your emotes.
Do you know the address to the theater? Which theater?
Emotes are very cute. I love, like, especially like the thing with belly one.
This is why Kevin
Of how
went
big the
to
belly
theater
is.
after he
Oh, they're
escaped
live.
because he thought it was his Broadway audition. Now, in the Law & Order episode, shortly after leaving the theater, Kevin gets arrested and then tragically dies in police custody.
Thing with your
But
belly. That's so cute.
that's not what happens in this movie. Josh goes to the theater and gets the part,
We want you to be the star of our Broadway show. Yes, of course. Yes.
but instead of him leaving and dying like Kevin, we immediately cut to him performing the musical in a big climactic finale.
My dream is a reality.
So, if this movie really is Kevin's final escape, then what if this is what Kevin experiences as he dies?
And I can feel my world changing.
A massive final magical song where he's surrounded by all of the friends from his fantasy, the only people who ever really understood him. Even the old hosts show up for this final send-off for Kevin.
And thank you for making this a day and an adventure that I will never forget.
I'll never forget how you helped me find all those clues. Thanks again for all your help.
No, really. Now it's over. So long.
And that is sadly where Kevin Jeffries' story ends. Now, I know this final movie theory maybe doesn't have as much evidence as the rest of my theory, but regardless, I like thinking that maybe Kevin
Hi, Brickmaster.
in his final moment.
Why are you keyboard smashing? Ginger,
Law and
what's
Order
got you so
episodes,
flustered
it's probably a
on?
stretch to say that they're still connected.
Buddy,
Wait, is
buddy,
that
buddy,
fucking
buddy, buddy.
B.D. Wong?
Oh my god.
Director of Rainbow Puppies Broadway musical.
B.D. Wong from Law and Order SVU is the fucking director of Josh's musical?
I'm not entirely comfortable labeling the suspect a serial killer.
We want you to be.
Have you ever been belly bumped?
Holy shit!
We just figured out Blue's Clues.
Or kind of asked to make a video of your belly being pushed against
This is my
glass?
job. This is actually my job. Alright,
I
that is
have
my
not.
theory. Thank you so much
I've
for
never been
watching.
belly bumped before. That
I
would be
did
fun.
Blue's Clues for you.
Oh my god. Oh, Ginger, have you seen this emote yet? You might think this emote, Ginger. You haven't seen it yet. What do you think of that emote, Ginger? We haven't seen it. This is your first time seeing it. Good lord. That's so real. I'll just say it's nice that there's a Twitch streamer that's into futurism. So many people who I trust have teased me about it and aren't as open minded about it. We love futurism here, hun. Moo. We love futurism. How are you doing, Celestial? Celestial Tide Pod. How's it going? How's it going, Tide Pod? Moo. 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 Hmm. I hope anyone watching has been eating along with us, just chilling and eating and stuffing our face and getting fatter and fatter. No, we are many other fruits. That's true. Yeah, there's quite a few feederism around here. Quite a few feedies and feeders. Okay, it's because of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory that got me into fearism. By the Brother Guard, the representation scene, although I want to feed a female feeding. Cute. Love that for you. I also love the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory scene. Very good stuff. I love blueberry inflation. I'm an orange cow, so I produce orange milk. If I don't get milked, I inflate with my orange juice. Ooh. I personally know Loaded had a full thing of loaded nachos, and 2 hours before I had a double cheeseburger. Good job, Flash Boy. That sounds yummy. I've been eating homemade garlic bread. Ooh, love that. Yeah, now I'm hungry. The good boy should go get something to eat. Don't you agree, Ginger? I think you should definitely go get yourself something to eat, hon. You deserve it for being such a good boy. So true. It's never too late to go stuff your fat face. There's always time, hun. Oh. So sad. Yeah, I got me flustered already. The thought of you are a danger to my waistline. Good. By the time we're done with you, you won't even have a waistline. Hi, Jay. Hi. Moo, moo, moo. Moo, 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 moo. My thigh is not liking this heat. I don't think it's a heat rash, but it's not fun, whatever it is. Are rashes itchy? I don't think it's a rash. Okay, so I'm thinking. Might do a donathon to help raise money so Trixie can start HRT in a few months. Ooh, that would be exciting. That'd be really good for her. I'm thinking on it. Yeah, that'd be really cool. Oh, I was thinking a hard thing. Hormone replacement therapy. Thank you, Ginger. Such a good boy. Okay. Anyway, I think I should probably end the stream because I'm probably gonna end up getting tired if I just try playing a video game. I am tempted to try and play a video game. I feel like right when I get into it, I'm just gonna pass out. Moo. But this is fun, chat. Moo. It was fun eating with all of you and hanging out and talking. I need to do more of this kind of stuff because this is nice and relaxed. Very low stress. It's just, we get to talk and hang out. Moo. Let me.
Life's better when you're under a roof.
Shut up.
You'll give me a series of hot takes and then we'll unpack them live. Are you ready?
Stop.
I'm ready. Hot take, there should be no fees or minimums on
Stop.
checking accounts or
Stop.
overdraft
No.
fees. That doesn't sound like much of a hot take.
Shut up. Sorry, you got dumb. Just trying to see you on Twitch. I think we're gonna go ahead and raid Wario. You will give the corporation a series of hot takes. No. Hot take, get fatter. Yeah, you gotta give me 2 food coma chat. Yeah, I'm gonna go pass out. Because I kind of want to just force myself to stay awake. But I don't think that would be very fun. Because I do want to play games with you sometime soon. Plus, we did an early morning Power Road stream, so I shouldn't force myself. No, I shouldn't force myself to do too much. But thank you to everyone for hanging out with me, chatting, watching me eating with me. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, RJ. Thank you, Gato. I hope that's your name. Thank you, Ginger. Thank you, Local B. Thank you, Flipper Hugger. Thank you, Jay. Thank you to everyone for stopping by and hanging out. Thank you to Ginger for the raid earlier. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I love each and every single one of you. I hope you have a fantastic night, fantastic life. I hope you eat lots and lots of food and get very, very fat. Have a wonderful, wonderful life. But bye for now. Enjoy this raid onto Wario, a fantastic friend of mine. But yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. I love you. Bye.